Uncle Elmer?
He's fallen down our cellar, quick!
Oh, bloody hell. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, I'm a geek. You are watching Kevin the Geek and welcome back to Only Fools and Horses. Of course, I'm doing this on a double upload each month now until Christmas, where we should finish Series 4. So that will mean there'll be 2 Christmas specials in December. One that I've already done for Series 3, and then of course one I'll be after Series 4. But what you also may not be aware of is that all of the episodes for Series 4 are being recorded early and will probably be already out on Patreon right now. So if you want to check them out early, head on over there. But for now, let's check out the first full proper episode with Buster Merryfield as Uncle Albert as we check out Hole in One.
Why do only fools and horses work?
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Why, what's he got? Fire damage. Yep. You might have to. Well. I mean, he did try, didn't he? What was it, Debbie? Oh, God. Gordon Bennett. CD? You'll have to explain that to me. Oh, God damn it. What? Right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Go on. Oh! Got nothing to nick. Yeah, right. More like a keg. Oh, bloody hell. Ooh. Is that wise? Exactly. True. Wow. Mm-hmm. The mental. That is America, though. You can't go for that. Hmm. Don't egg the pudding too much. What that little bow. Oh. Okay. Where's he going with this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Should have taken the $2,000.
Don't you start all that blackout nonsense with me, Uncle, because it won't work.
Oh, genius. Absolutely genius. It's very, very, very apparent now that Uncle Albert is most certainly a trotter. Trotter, as they would say. Yeah, thoroughly good start to his time. Still trying to honor that legacy for Grandad and Leonard Pierce, which I think is absolutely beautiful. But the show itself is still ticking along. Nothing, I think, has really changed. We've still got that great dynamic between Rodney and Del, and they're having similar kind of interactions that I can imagine that that could have been the exact same episode had Grandad been there. They literally just have him in there, and maybe they've just tweaked the lines ever so slightly, like the war references and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's great writing. Obviously, people will have their opinions on whether Grandad is better, whether Uncle Albert is better. All I'm caring about is, are we having a good episode? Are we having lots of laughter? Are we having emotional moments? Are we having things that make you just want to sit down for half an hour and watch a good piece of comedy? And ultimately, yes, we bloody are. So that's all I can really say. I'm not going to dive, too much and like look into the ramifications of stuff like that. I mean, obviously, it would be much easier now to check, because all the records are now digitized. If I had been a fraudulent kind of person, that would show up in all the court records that I had done, all that kind of stuff. So you've got to say fair play to the defence attorney for actually managing to do his homework and managing to unravel it and manage to do what's right. Because I think defence attorneys, they get a bad stick, particularly when it's criminal cases. Because at the end of the day, you look at it and you go, most of the time, yes, people have done it. They've done the crime that they're being, that is being alleged against them. And you look at some of these defence attorneys, and again, I see some of them from time to time in my current job. You look at some of these cases that come through, like something as simple as a guy saying, I wasn't drink driving, yet despite the fact that he literally blew a roadside test that showed that he was over the drink drive limit, to have then later on the follow-up test where you test like the blood and everything like that, they also show that you were basically in the drink driving limits. You like, so in theory, what is even possibly the defense that could be put up that realistically makes you think that there's going to be any chance of conviction? And I tell you what, a lot of the time they don't have anything. What they're hoping for is that it gets taken to court, they call for witnesses, and the witnesses don't turn up in a lot of cases. Because that's the thing, if no evidence is offered, in most cases, the judges will just go, well, I'm sorry, you've not been able to prove your case, they're free to go. So they're literally released on technicalities. And I've even seen things where there's like domestic abuse cases where somebody is being charged, they don't get the evidence, or there's not enough evidence to convict or whatever. So technically the person goes free. However, what the judges can then still do, even though they're technically innocent, they can say, well, actually, we know you're guilty. Obviously, they're not saying it, but they're like, well, we kind of know you're guilty. We just can't prove it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a restraining order in place. So you cannot go and see that person for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever the case may be. And that's sometimes what they've got to do. And it sucks. I think it's a case that we need to get more people who do witness crimes to actually support the system. So I think that's where a lot of it falls down. And I see that in my job. Part of my job is literally to keep witnesses engaged in the justice kind of program, which is hard. Like if you have a situation, my biggest case that I've got at the moment is suggesting that it might go for trial in about 2 years' time. To keep people engaged for 2 years, and in my case, I've got maybe about 50 witnesses. That's one hell of an effort to try and do, especially when you consider a lot of them are quite elderly. Or even some of them going to still be here by that point. You never know. So it's a really, really difficult task to keep people engaged, and you can only do what you can do. But hopefully, if you ever witness a crime, hopefully you will engage with the police. You will, give evidence, and if necessary, you will go to court and you'll give evidence to make sure that the people that do the crimes actually do end up with what they deserve as a result of it. But hey, there we go. That's another episode of Only Fools and Horses. So on YouTube next month, we will be back for episodes 4 and 5. That will be in October. And then in November, of course, it'll be episodes 6 and 7. December, then you will have Christmas for Series 3 and Series 4 episodes. Otherwise, head on over to Patreon. Check them out right now. But for now, my name's Kevin. I am a geek. You've been watching Kevin the Geek.